What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another TCR podcast with your boy Impromando and the one and only Lily Bay over there.
What's up, babe? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Welcome to episode 125, where we'll be speaking about a lot of little things that are currently trending and just the whole wrap up of a lot of fun things. I hope you guys enjoy this. I was gonna say vlog. We've been vlogging, guys. We've been vlogging.
We have.
We're back on YouTube. Trying to post there more. I found myself today posting a lot on all social platforms, which a lot of people are saying it's very important, right?
Yeah.
It's very important because to blow up, you know?
Not to put all your apples into one basket. So we definitely try our best to post on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. I suck at Snap, but I la llevamos. And even when TikTok was no longer for 0.2 seconds, I opened up a lemonade and red
note
something. I don't remember what it was, even though I haven't posted since we got TikTok back. But
yeah, and we're happy we got TikTok back just because it's so like easy. It knows you, it knows what you like, and if you don't like something right away, it just doesn't show it no more.
Yeah,
you know?
I literally use TikTok like Google.
Yeah, now for sure.
Anything. I need a DIY something. I need to look up a recipe. I want to know something about the cows.
Do you have your phone with you? I want to see what's the last search, the last 3 searches you have there on TikTok. And while you guys listen and while Lily pulls it up, comment down below and let me know what are your last 2, 3, 4 searches on TikTok, just so we know.
You don't want to know.
I bet a cow something, right?
No. Well, yeah, horses in the back, the song. Black Molds. I was looking up Black Molds and Old Town Number 2. That's that song. I got the horses in the back. I was trying to figure out the name.
Let me look at mine right quick.
But aside from that, I have the paper towel theory explained.
What is that?
I've been going down some random rabbit holes. And basically, the paper towel theory, and I only went down one of them. I'm going to let you guys hear this.
Have you heard of the paper towel analogy? Let me show you what I mean. Let's say this is you, day 1 of your journey. You are putting in the work, you've nailed down your behavior goals, you are implementing the right habits every day. This is the progress being made. 1 sheet at a time, you see, I'm tearing off these sheets, the progress is happening. 3 sheets later, how does it look? Looks like nothing's happened just yet, right? But if I keep this going, watch. Maybe 1 month later, you're here compared to your starting point, and you're starting to see the change happening. And now this is you several months down the line compared to your starting point. Now you can see a huge difference. Just because you don't see the progress happening every day doesn't mean that nothing is changing. Keep going.
Dang, that's
because basically
cool.
They were saying that some people, they feel like they've been working out forever and they see little to no progress. And that's when people mentioned that's when people mentioned that to look up the paper towel theory, because when you have a roll of napkins, it always looks pretty big. Like even if you take a few layers off, it still looks pretty big up until you're almost done with it. And then that's when you see the big difference in the roll of paper. So basically they're saying like, yes, it's going to take time, but just keep pushing because you will get there sooner or later.
And it's progress.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we spoke about progress and making goals last week. But when you track your progress, like on a scale, when you're working out, let's say, you feel like you're getting somewhere versus like not, because you look at yourself every day and you don't really see the progress. But when you're tracking your progress, that helps out a lot. You know,
whether it's weight, like the scale, the number on the scale, or how your clothes is fitting, because we do. I feel like Mando and I now track our weights, but it's not like before. Like before, we didn't used to at all. We didn't even want to see the scale. And I totally get it why some people don't. Like some people, if you're the type que te vas a volver loca because that number is not moving, I would say wait till you're in a right place. Like wait till you finally have like a gym routine, a healthy eating routine, and then you can start tracking. But before that, when you're still in the progress of learning and all that, I understand how sometimes it could be frustrating, or sometimes you just like you just keep looking at the number for no reason and you drive yourself crazy. And
That's true.
a lot of times if you are working out, and this is why I wouldn't even look at the number on the scale before, is because in my head, I'm like, well, I'm lifting weights, right? Mm-hmm. So they say like muscle is more dense than weight, meaning like you won't see the change in the scale, but if you're doing things correctly, you will be losing fat, even if the number doesn't change. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
I love it. I love when we get into, you know, these type of subjects, because people at home sometimes just don't know.
And honestly,
you know?
like, I know I like cut it short right there, but I don't love getting too much into it because I've said it in the past, like
that community, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like every time I post something fitness wise, it either doesn't do good or I get negative comments. And I'm like, what the hell?
Instead of them pushing you and be like, hell yeah, someone's doing it, versus they're like, no, you're doing this wrong.
And I barely ever get negative comments. So that's why I'd rather not post too much into that. But I do know a lot about fitness and health. Like eating healthy. Like I've been on this lifestyle journey since I was 20. When I was 22 is when I gained that drastic weight where my family, I'm going to say my prima Paloma, which by the way, she's probably listening. She's a nurse. She's the one that said at that time, which was 13, 14 years ago. She's like, Lily, that's not normal for you to gain 65 pounds in less than a year. You need to go get your thyroid checked because it runs in the family, yada, yada. So since then, back in the day, I didn't have health insurance. So I was looking up holistic ways of just fixing like any hormonal imbalances or whatever, because at the time I didn't go to an endocrinologist right away. Like I literally had to save and then go. So ever since then, 13 years ago, I've been trying, like changing my ways. And, you know, I don't eat fast food like McDonald's and Burger King. I try not to eat junk food like that. I feel like the hardest part for me 14 years later was the drinking. I feel like that was the hardest part for me to let go. Not that I completely let it go, but I let it go what percent? Like 90%?
Now?
Yeah,
like
now. 95.
95? Yeah, I don't know how she does it. She can turn down alcohol very, very easily.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of hard because I like being in ambiente and I like chilling as a guy. Like just having a beer with another guy is just different versus not just being. So
I've
weird,
I've always been a social drinker. Mando knows, like, if I go to my mom's house and we're just there hanging out, I'm not gonna drink.
You look at the calories right away.
Yeah,
that's what you think about.
Always. And this has been me forever, you guys. Forever, okay? But if the setting is right, like if we're going to a baile, a jaripeo, or if my mom has a party at the house with a banda, I'm gonna drink. Does that make sense? But I need to stop saying "does that make sense?" because somebody called me out last time. So I need to stop saying that because I've been catching myself ever since, and I'm like, damn, I never thought about it. But anyways, so yeah, for me, it's always been pretty easy. It's just the past few years, since we were eating out so much, I wasn't cooking. I would be like, oh, let me get a cocktail. Like here, I wouldn't get drunk. It would just be a cocktail here, a cocktail there. And one cocktail can ruin your whole week depending on the calories in that cocktail and stuff. But anyways, that's why I don't like getting into it too much because of that. Lately, every time I'm on live, I've been getting a lot more messages about that. And I do talk about it on my live a little more. I try to answer questions.
You're going deeper in there because it's live.
Yeah. You know? But other than that, that's why I don't post too much too into that. And I don't care to open up a fitness page and none of that, like, at least for right now.
Right.
But we'll see.
Not you with a whole ass run club.
Right? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, babe, I like how we introed this, how we started this out of nowhere, out of the blue. But today I have a little quick, what's it called? Segment. These segments, I leave it towards the end. But I'm like, you know what? A lot of people, or there's some people that don't stay till the end. So let me put this segment in the front just to make sure you guys hear it. 10 minutes into the podcast. This segment is wrong answers only, right? Okay. So pretty much you got to say the wrong answer and try to be funny. You know, let's see Lily Bay's
all I'm not that funny, babe.
What is it?
Quirkiness,
or just trying to be funny. You know, just see if you could get someone to laugh back home.
Oh dear,
or, you know?
why are you putting me on the spot, babe?
Lily babe, wrong answers only. Who is Peso Pluma?
A pen that's worth $1.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Vamos bien. Who discovered tequila?
Who discovered tequila? Vicente Fernandez.
That's kind of close. Not too funny, but okay.
It's just because he's drinking behind you over there.
All right. This one's good though. I like this one because it's gonna. No, this one's gonna be easy, but it's gonna try you, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell?" But like that. If you saw me leaving the hotel room, what will you scream at me? Wrong answers only.
You know what came to mind has nothing to do with that. Wrong. I mean, there's whatever, but I would be like, "Ora chacorta."
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know. It's a wrong answer though.
Okay.
Right? What would you say?
Good job, babe.
Good job, babe.
Good job, babe. See you at the house.
Just random.
Yeah.
Does anyone know who Chacorta is? Do you remember who that is?
From Señor Los Cielos. That was random. I don't know if that was wrong. That was more random. Who do you go to tighten up your braces? Who do you go to tighten up your braces?
My endocrinologist.
Okay, ahí va. Okay, last one, babe. What do you put inside of a taco? Come on.
Wait, hay?
Not the hay.
I don't know.
All right, that's
Should I
good.
do that one again?
No,
that's
good.
I
Hay?
feel like you wanted a certain wrong answer.
No. It's whatever you. That's there you go. That's the word I was looking for. Lily Bay's sense of humor. That's what you guys get. That's all you guys get.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that funny, you guys. I'm kind of slow when it comes to these type of things, honestly. That's why I'm like, I need my sister here. Lo que es mi hermana.
Yeah, she's quick. She'll be good on that one.
And Carmen. Oh my God. We could be sitting here rolling the whole time, cracking up. And I'll just be quiet, cracking up. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that'll be perfectly to do like a little collab there with her.
Yeah, I overthink it. I'm like, what doesn't go in a taco? And I'm like, you could literally put anything in a taco, honestly. Yeah. I was going to say like zucchini, but then there's vegan tacos. True. Then I was going to say corn, but I'm like.
Yeah, people put.
So I'm like, it has to be something that's not food.
No, hay's good, babe. Why you? That was good. That was funny.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
All right. Talking about collab. Mm-hmm. Right now my TikTok. I've been a big TikTok kind of guy lately. Right. Nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry. I find a lot of things on TikTok, but something that's super trending on TikTok, on my TikTok at least, is DDG with Wendy.
Oh yeah.
They did that viral dance of Fuerza Regida Frontera. And when I saw that, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
you know?
It was so random.
It was random.
It's literally giving Kylie and Travis Scott, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like when they were in that relationship.
That's funny.
And honestly, like, I always see him in the car. Every time I see his content, he's in the car eating, trying something. And I never seen him do a dance. Yeah. So I was like, what is going on here? I was so confused. What'd you think about it, though?
Well, the reason that I bring it up, and the reason that I bring it up for the podcast, I just feel like the Mexican community has, evolved so much now. You wouldn't see that back in the day. You wouldn't see like a random Mexican girl or Mexican guy, featuring or collabing with like just different people nowadays.
And you want to know something?
A ver?
You said this at least, I would say I've been with you almost 10 years. So at least like 7 years ago, you called it.
Like at the beginning of
You were like, yeah, you would tell me that there's going to be a lot of collabs, like random, like Snoop Dogg with Banda MS, yes. Or Bad Bunny with Frontera. Yes. And when you first said it, I was like, what? That's so random, because at the time we're so used to the old school Mexican ways where Mexicans hang out with Mexicans and sing with Mexicans.
Like you wouldn't, like we're so used to like the Ramon Ayalas of the world, let's say, right?
Correct.
Like super Mexican is like impossible to do anything with that,
Yeah. But then it makes 1,000% sense right now, because I feel like the United States in particular, Americans are starting to realize that the Mexican community, all Latino America is huge. And imagine all these people are migrating this way, the amount of Hispanos that are here. And then Mexico being one of the biggest Latin countries. Imagine I feel like they're starting to realize, yo, there's a lot of people here. Like, there is a lot of Latinos here. There's a lot of
Mexicans for sure.
Mexicans, but a lot of oportunidad, collabing with them and just expanding not only for the Mexican side, but also for their side as well.
It opens a lot of doors for both parties, So, and, studies show that Mexicans end up spending the most on like everything. They spend a lot. They work fucking hard as hell all week. And comes Friday or Thursday, once they get that paycheck, they're ready to spend that shit. So that's what the study has shown, that, that's what Mexicans do. So it makes 1,000% sense to collab with a Mexican, And mostly like what we're seeing nowadays.
I wonder how that came about though. I wish when there's collabs like that, random ones, like let's say Chino Pacas and Drake. Wouldn't you like to know how that happened?
Right. I mean,
how did you hear about Chino Pacas?
I mean, down the road, it'll be dope to like, maybe, have Drake here on the podcast, let's say, and be able to ask him, or Wendy be like, so how did that happen,
Yeah.
But it's just the beginning stage.
That's
I feel
true.
like it's just the beginning stage right now. There's probably more to come, So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. And what I, just to bring it back is like, Mexicans actually doing things nowadays and being relevant. That's just what I'm so excited for, It's just the possibility is so big for us.
That's true.
And us being Mexicans is, honorable, and it's just fun. It's a fun time,
Yeah.
All right, but that's not today's subject. Today's subject is something that was trending. Also, I'm sorry. Is this a TikTok podcast?
I don't know, but I'm here for it.
Today's subject is unwritten rules of relationships. So literally, it's not really written down, but bro, you better know this shit. You better know it and get that shit down right. You ready for the first one?
A ver.
Texting consistency matters, or cause. You don't have to be glued on your phone completely, but disappearing for hours without heads up can cause unnecessary tension.
That's true.
So, I mean, I think this is a big one, and I do it. Like when I go to games, if I leave at 1, you won't see me till like 7, 8 p.m.
Or hear from him.
Yeah. But there's sometimes that you have a question for me or whatever, and if I don't respond, then it's weird, right?
So me, I don't expect him to call me or nothing, because girl, I'll be busy too. Like, go do your thing, leave me alone también, right?
Yeah.
But whenever I do have a question, and if he doesn't answer, which I get the first time, he don't answer. The second time, I get it. He's at a game. It's loud as hell in there, number one. Number two, there's half the time no signal.
Yes.
But when I see it says delivered and he still don't answer me,
and I just posted a TikTok or a story.
Oh yeah, and it'll be like an hour later. Like, I literally don't expect it right away, right? The majority of the time. But when he doesn't answer me after an hour, bitch, I blow up. Why? Because I'm like, hijo de su... be posting stories y tiene un Apple Watch.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse. And I never bother him. I think that's what it is too. The fact that he doesn't expect me to bother him, because I never do. But then the little times that I do.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not that bad, right?
No,
not
at
that
all.
bad.
But neither am I with texting you.
No, you're not. Just sometimes, I know, overall, I know that Lily's not so good at texting back regardless. So I don't expect it, Because if I'm like a day without her, let's say I'm at the warehouse and she's home and she's doing whatever and I'm doing whatever, I text her. 9 times out of 10, she's not going to respond.
But why?
Because she's cleaning, doing some random other shit,
But al contrario, when I text Mando, you're on your phone 24/7.
Yeah.
Or it's right next to you. So that's why I get mad, because I'm like, hello, like you even have a watch on you 24/7.
Yeah.
So, but me, if like, for example, my friend just pulled up and she was calling and texting me. I'm upstairs cleaning. My phone's downstairs. Yo ni cuenta. And I didn't used to be that bad. I used to be pretty good at it, but I always had my phone on me. But lately, vale madre la vida, I think.
All right, the next one. Unwritten. We said unwritten rules of a relationship, right? Social media etiquette. How do you say that word?
Etiquette.
Social media etiquette exist. Liking, commenting, following certain people, exes, thirst traps, flirty influencers can create issues if it seems harmless.
Yeah. And you would think that's common sense.
That's super common sense.
But a lot of guys still do it.
Like if my page, if I'm scrolling on my, let's say TikTok, y salen tres nalgas cada TikTok and one random sports one, y tres nalgas más.
Yeah.
There's a problem there. Like,
Yeah,
come on now.
that just tells...
The algorithm knows what the hell you like.
Exactly.
The algorithm
or
knows what
you're
you
watching.
want.
Correct.
And that's what it's going to feed you.
Exactly.
So what's your take on that?
I 1,000% agree. I feel like you should know to respect your couple and why. And if you have that curiosity where
Curiosity is the word of the day.
love to see other women or something, I don't know. You need to go get
Checked.
fixed or something.
Yeah.
If it's a problem for your wife.
Well,
how do you fix that?
There's freaking wives or girlfriends que se hacen las fucking pendejas. And they're like,
We'll see.
I don't care about it. But they really care.
Yeah.
They really
Only
care.
for the ones that do care, pero se hacen.
Se hacen and they care. Some don't give a fuck, which
Yeah,
I
some
don't
don't.
understand.
No, I 1,000% understand.
If you understand, I guess if they...
Well, I 1,000% understand because there's women that they check out guys too. They'll be like, "Ay, está bien guapo." Oh yeah, she's fucking pretty. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Oh, I just said it again.
That's number
so
two?
I get why they are okay with
Okay.
like he's just looking, nothing,
No pasa nada.
no pasa nada, right?
Okay.
But for the ones that
do
care
and don't say nothing. Well, we're linked.
Yeah, for them, that's why I'm like, I don't understand how you don't say nothing. It's never gonna get fixed if you don't acknowledge it. How's he ever gonna know if you don't tell him?
And you gotta, como I don't know if someone said this, where you gotta nip it in the butt right
Yeah.
away. As soon as you don't like something,
Yeah.
1 year, 6 months, 2 days into a relationship,
Can I
you
tell
have
them
to
about when I nipped your situation in
Of
the
course,
butt?
I think you've already said this
I'm
one, but
gonna
why
say it
not?
again.
We're 125 episodes in. Maybe
Shit.
that was 100 episodes ago. So we got new audience. You know what I mean?
I said this before, but once upon a time when I first got with Mondo, he had a little cousin group chat.
Hey, cousins, if you're
Sorry.
listening, please tune out at this point.
And I at the time we were starting Guari, so Mondo and I were beyond busy. I feel like we were more busier then than now because we had no help. It was just
Bullshit.
Mondo and me.
We're busier now, but it's just different kind
It
of
was
busy.
Mondo and me 24/7 up until 5 in the morning shipping
Yeah,
out
We're
crazy. Okay,
physically,
just
you know.
know that we were drained at the beginning. We're still drained, but we were more
Still
drained now.
tired, still
So I would see like text messages come in because our phones are right there. We're here working, and I would see text messages come in. And the majority of the time, I would see that he wasn't responding. So whatever,
No
I
pasa
get
nada.
messages to whatever, right? Up until I think it wasn't until you got your Apple Watch, one of your Apple Watch, and then I could see it come in. And girls, his guy cousins were sending girl like nudes, basically, right? All
Not
the time.
nudes, though.
Babe.
Just nalgas were out or...
And everything, punanis, everything was
you
outside,
tripping.
okay? So I
Nah, no
literally,
pa tanto.
babe,
I'm not gonna let you bullshit. But go ahead. Go off,
pull
Queen.
him up.
Dude, that's so long ago. Wait, the light turned
The
off?
light turned off. That was somebody
I
saying.
guess we're a little romantic here.
So when I saw that coming in, I looked at him and I was like, yo, what is that? Like, wait, what? That literally threw me off because his cousins are older. And I was like, that's kind of weird I get it if you guys were 17, 16, 17, 18. But as grown adults in their 30s, I was like, yo, that's weird. And they're all married. Like, I wouldn't be okay with that. And I told him straight up, I'm not okay with that. And I was like, would you like it if my girl cousins were sending me all these hoo-has, or like thingalings to me every day? And he was like, no, I wouldn't like it. And I was like, all right then, so nip it in the butt. Let them know. And he didn't say nothing. I don't expect him to say nothing because he doesn't have to, right? He just removed himself from the group chat without saying nothing. But they would keep adding him back until one time... I'm very blunt, you guys. I told the girls, I was like, yo, you guys are cool with our man's like doing this. And they all looked at each other like, no, we don't like it, you know, but
no one says
but
nothing.
nobody said nothing. And I was like, what the fuck?
And they were in that relationship for longer than us.
Yeah, and they didn't like it at all neither.
But they didn't speak
but
up.
I was like, I literally told them, honeys, if y'all don't stop sending that shit, I'm literally gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Block all of y'all, even though, of course, I'm not gonna block them from Mondo's phone. But I just found it disrespectful to me, you know? And when I told them straight up to their faces, they all understood. And that was that. Like, they were just like, okay. But I literally had to make them feel some type of way. I was like, you guys are grown and with kids and a wife. Why are you guys doing this? That's fucking weird. Not even my little cousins or my brother have I ever seen them do something like that. So when I put it that way, they all kind of felt like humiliated, I think. And I said it in front of their wives.
And humbled, maybe.
Yeah, like, oh shit, we got caught. Yes, y'all got caught, honey. So, yeah, I didn't like it. I nipped it in the butt. And thankfully, Mondo respected that too.
Yeah, I wasn't like trying to defend no other party, you know?
Yeah, and I don't want to hear or comment or whoever thinks that, oh, he's mandilon. Like, no, it's called respecting your wife, honey. And if you don't do that, then that's probably why you're in a toxic relationship over there. But we try to fix things over here. But yeah, we nipped it in the butt and that was that. Right?
That's right.
Have you ever nipped something in the butt for me? Oh yeah, you have.
A ver?
My little attitude at the beginning.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
He said it once and that was that. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
I think that's coming up. Next one, private fights stay private. What I'm trying to say, airing relationship problems to friends, family, or social media can create long-term drama and unnecessary drama. 1,000%. Like when you go to your best friend or your nail girl, your hairstylist, and you just air all the problems that you have with your husband, that's not necessary.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. Your fights and your problems stay in your relationship, and you don't gotta go spread them out. Big one too is no arguing or no fighting in front of people or calling each other names, things like that. Like just have respect for your relationship. You know.
But for the first part, when I go to certain people for certain services, I hear all the tea from them. You know, and after a while, it becomes a little draining. Like, oh my God, you're always complaining about your significant other, and in my head, I'm like, why are you guys married to begin with? And then obviously I come home and I tell my man, you know, I'm like, yo, there's a fucking drama over there, you know? And I look at Mando and I'm like, to me, Mando's like my best friend, right?
You said that. That's the second time you say that today.
Well, it's true. So
Okay.
I can't
You're my best
imagine.
friend too,
Mas te vale. So I can't imagine Mando going to his barber and doing nothing but complaining about me. I would hate that, right? So when I thought about it like that, I was like, I will never, ever talk bad about Mando like that. Yes, every once in a blue moon, especially with the girls at the warehouse, we were like, oh my God, of course Mando forgot this.
You would complain. You complain more about the work aspect.
Yeah, work, not relationship.
Not relationship.
Yeah. And then the second part you said was
fighting in public.
Yeah, but I get it when people fight. I get it.
No, because you're the fighting type.
I'm not saying
you like
it's okay.
fighting.
But babe, you be trying my life sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta suck it up, baby. Suck it up.
It's because you guys, I'm the type that I don't like if we go to an event or a baile or something. I'm the type where I'm okay going home if he wants to continue, and he'll go party with my friends and go to the casino.
Keep going, boys.
He'll keep going. You know, I don't mind that 1,000% at all, because when I want to do it, he doesn't mind if I go brunching with the girls, end up at the club, end up at a baile. It's totally okay. But I communicate, right? Like there's in the past, I'd be like, hey babe, we're gonna go do this. Do you want to go to the club? Yes, no.
Club?
The club, no, he don't want to go. So okay, bye, see you never, right? But when it's the other way around and I'd be like, babe, I want to go home already, like me, like I'll even be like, I'll get an Uber or I'll drive or whatever.
Like, no, vámonos.
Mando be like, no. Ahorita we'll leave. No, we're about to leave. It's like he wants me to stay there with him.
Of course.
And
you're my best friend.
No.
Who else I want to chill with?
But babe, I stay with you a lot, but it'd be the random days that I don't.
Okay.
Like sometimes he just wants to be at my tío's house talking all night. You know,
What's
the
the problem?
borrachos? When they talk about the same thing over and over and over and over, and by this time it's 2:00 in the morning, and I'll be like, all right, babe, I'm finna head out, so I'll see you later. And that's when I get mad because he'll be like, no, we'll leave right now. We'll leave right now. And I'll be like, all right, we'll leave right now. But when he keeps like pushing it, bitch, I'll be ready to fight. I'm like, bro, I could have left 2 hours ago and you're still here talking about the same subject. So with that said, now I understand why sometimes, not always, because there's some toxic people that would just be fighting, but when one or the other get like a little loud with the other, because sometimes Mando be trying my life, bro. Like, can't you just be like, dale, babe, go home.
I said what I said.
Night.
Fights stay in private. Problems stay in private.
So how do I fix this then?
Text me.
You don't listen.
All right, next one.
I'll be like, yeah, I want to go home.
I guess there's a little exception to Lily Bay there, but I said what I said. Private's private. Problems stay in private. Private.
That, or like an example, we'll leave a baile and like we're already dying dead. Remember, I don't drink like I used to, so I'm ready to go home, take off my freaking at the time lashes, take off this makeup, just lay in bed, right? And Mando wants to keep going, and he'll want to go to Waffle House, and he'll want to go to a casino, and he'll want to do all this, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to Waffle House. Take me home, and then you can go to Waffle House. Yeah. But no, we're going to go to Waffle House.
Right quick.
Oh, my God. And then going to Waffle House after the club, you guys know it is this packed. You're waiting this long, and it's just a whole nother 2 hours there with drunkies. No.
All right, next one. Lily Bay went in.
Sorry, guys.
This one is...
So I get it.
This one is more for, I'm going to say at the beginning of the relationship, but it's very important. Exes are in the past for a reason. Staying in touch with your exes is a touchy subject. Transparency and boundaries are crucial. If there's any contact, there shouldn't be no contact. They're in your past. They're exes for a reason.
If not, you're basically cheating in my books.
100%.
Yeah. Why the fuck are you talking to your ex for? That's so random.
Yeah, and I think that's something you nip it in the butt right away. Like, in the Volón Pimpón, first week, right away.
Yeah.
There's no reason to like, there's no reason.
No, not at all.
Mostly if you want to take someone serious.
I hope that's not even a thing. That shouldn't be a thing, you guys. Unless they're like your baby mama, baby daddy that you have to communicate because of the kids or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
But other than that, there shouldn't be no communication with an ex.
Got it. Next one. Alone time is necessary. I think that's 1,000%. Mostly, I mean, me and my best friend over here, Lily Bay, spend a lot of time together. A lot. Like, I don't think... I mean, there's a lot of people that we know that do spend time as much as we do, but we spend a lot of time together, a lot. But there's times that, maybe once a week now, we literally have that separation. There's
My
times, there's events and things that I like to do, and Lily, she'd rather not do, and maybe she might want to do it, but that's probably what, internally she's seeing that, just let him do his thing versus like always on top of him. But there's times that she wants to join like a random football game or things like that, But yeah, I think time separately is very important. And you got to have that space because, for example, if your man loves, let's say, car shows and you're not really into car shows, and you trust him, just let him go do his thing with his boys.
Yeah.
But there's women that hate car shows, that hate the heat, pero porque quieren estar allí, porque I don't know why they want to be there. Like, just let your man do his thing,
Y luego están todas amargadas, pissed off. I did that to Mando once. I did that to Mando once.
At the America game in Leon, I wish he wasn't had. I was like, damn, I just spent all this money here.
I was so mad. But tell them why.
Because, was I Russian?
You always were. In another life, Mando was Russian, first of all.
Lily Bay got jokes. All right, tell us right quick what happened.
I remember that I told you
Quickly,
guys that
babe.
we
You don't gotta go in.
left, that I had to use the restroom. It was an hour and a half drive. Since right when we were leaving, I'm like, I got to use the bathroom. He's like, all right, I'll stop at this OXXO. You guys, an hour and a half later, we get to the game. And during that whole hour and a half, I was like, honey, I got to go to the bathroom. But because he was rushing, he didn't stop. Se hacía, wait. Oh, yeah, ahorita. Sí me tenía. So then by the time we got to we literally got to the stadium an hour and a half later, right? I was fucking pissed. I was pissed. And then I was like, okay.
You're going ham on this podcast.
We'll go to a gas station first, right? There was no gas stations anywhere around the stadium that had restrooms. So then I had to wait in line. I had to wait for the people that Mando was buying tickets from. Wait to get in line, that huge line. And then they were scheming. And they weren't really tickets. I don't know what the hell that was.
And it took you like an hour and a half, right?
It took like another hour to get inside, max.
Sorry, man. All right, next one.
Al propósito me puse mi pinche carota and I was like, this motherfucker, like he really don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. So I was mad. Tell me if I was wrong for that. Tell me down below. So I'm like, I'm not going to be here all jolly with his ass, loving this America game. Which
all right, tell Lily down below who was right, who was wrong.
Yeah, let me know.
I want you to tell me.
Did I say anything wrong, though?
Right,
was that all how it went down?
Just like that.
Okay.
But I want you to tell me if this teacher was right or wrong, right?
Okay.
She wrote, a teacher goes viral for sharing a list of banned words in her classroom. Should it be police or is this unfair? The words she wrote are bruh, on God, say less, Gucci, type shit, Riz, bussin', mood, gyat, low key, high key, you doing too much, no cap, love that for you, Sigma, and Baka.
She's doing too much.
But I want you to use a couple of these words in the sentence.
Bruh.
All right, go ahead, bruh. When would you use bruh?
All the time. I still use it all the time.
Or why would you use it?
Bruh, can you believe the other day Mando tried my life?
Okay.
There you go.
All right, use on God.
Oh my God. That Salud new flavor, that blue raz is so freaking good on God.
Say less.
These are more usually responses that you tell to people. So using it in a sentence is a little hard.
Let's go to Waffle House.
Say less, honey.
All
Say
right.
less.
Type shit.
I can't use that one in a sentence.
Riz.
I can't use that one in a sentence either.
Do you know what Riz is?
We said it the other day.
Yeah, you forgot.
Like when you're looking fly.
Okay. Bussin'.
How do you say that in a sentence then?
I don't know.
I look Riz.
No, you have Riz. Maybe.
Type shit is more like well, I could say type shit. What kind of music do you like? I like that corridos type shit.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. Oh.
we just learned something new the other day.
Yeah. We actually learned something new. And we even said it wrong on the podcast.
I didn't know what
Who
it was.
fixed it for us?
Camila?
Camila, a 12-year-old, actually corrected us. I was like, wait, you watch our podcast? Like, yeah, or whatever. So how do you use it? Do you remember or no?
It's basically when a girl that has a little badonkadonk passes by and you say, "Gah."
It comes from the goddamn. Yeah. All right, last one. You doing too much.
That one's obvious.
Yes.
You're doing too much.
Straightforward.
Well, the teacher's doing too much. I can understand maybe one or two words, but to try to remember that you can't use your whole vocabulary because that's what the kids use nowadays. But I kind of understand why she's doing it. But I feel like she needs to be realistic too.
Yeah, because that's all you hear kids say nowadays. So you're like, I guess she's trying to, damn.
I wonder if she's a Karen.
Nip it in the butt once again. Here we go again. All right, you guys. Before we go, damn, this podcast is flying. We have the Zodiac of the week.
Dun, dun, dun.
I decided to choose Scorpio. Why Scorpio? Because we're surviving spring chaos. We need Scorpio to keep things spicy and maybe a little dramatic. So, babe, tell us a little bit about a Scorpio.
All right, Scorpios, loyal but vengeful.
Okay.
If you cross them, you won't forget. Passionate yet secretive. They love deeply but don't open up easily. magnetic and mysterious. People are drawn to them, but they are hard to read. Scorpios are like, I love you in the most dramatic way possible. They'll send you a 15-minute voice note about how much they care, but also, plot twist, they'll probably hiding something. It's like trying to open a black box wrapped in mystery and $200 candles.
I just feel like Scorpios get the most negative.
They do
comments.
get a lot of negativity, but a lot of people don't know, even though we've said it, Mando's a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio, but I'm the least Scorpio you will ever meet.
Yeah, he's the last day of the Scorpio horoscope dates, and he is not. Everything I just read is not Mando at all, but everything that I just read is the other Scorpios that we know.
Oh my God, yes. I know a couple.
1,000%.
I know one really, 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 really good. Hopefully you're listening. But yeah, before we go, we like to end with motivation. But I actually, Lily doesn't know this. I'm actually working on something very interesting for the next podcast.
Ooh.
It's something we haven't touched, I think, at all. And I hope I make it happen. So I really, really want you guys to tune in next week. You know, set your calendars for next Wednesday to mark it down. Hopefully it happens. You know, if it's just me and Lily Bay here again, it's okay. But if it's not, just be ready. Be ready in the comments because you're going to learn a lot. But I'm going to end with a little motivation or a little, you know, I wrote this one down and it's been helping me a lot. It says, if it's out of your hands, let it out of your mind too. Like, I feel like we overthink things and we really want things to happen, or what if this happens, or like, I go through that a lot. Honestly, I go through that a lot and that's not good. But lately I've been trying to push that. If I can't control it, fuck it. There's nothing I could do. Moving on. So yeah, that's that.
And for me, I saw this quote and I reposted it on my stories, but I've been getting a lot of feedback from posting this. A lot of people really like it. So here it goes. I don't know who needs to hear this, but start living. The days are flying by and all you do is work, pay bills, and stress. Enjoy what you can, walks, sunsets, music, laughter. Joy doesn't have to be expensive. You deserve it.
That's
I love
great.
that.
It's just, I mean, it's easy to say, but just live life.
It's the little things that people forget. And I understand, like, you're busy, we're busy, everyone's busy. But if you can take a moment, go sit outside for a second, just enjoy your kids playing around, take them to the park, or make
The
everyone...
little things, right?
Yeah, having all your family together for dinner, meaning just like you, your kids, your husband, or whoever your family is. The little things like that is what people need to remember to enjoy and slow down and take these moments in, because life isn't granted. So,
And we see that every day. We see it in the news. You know, maybe some friend or family member is going through shit and you have no idea until it finally comes out. So if you can, like Lily said, just enjoy every little single moment, because you just never know. Shit changes like this.
but yeah, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us on today's podcast. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Let's
Bye.
get it. See you guys.